Okay, so welcome to this lecture on the concept of margin. So to start off, what is margin? It's the amount of money required in your trading account to open a trade. So think of this as a collateral for you to open a trade. So it's not really a fee that you need to pay, but rather it's just a sum of money in your current balance for you to be able to make a buy or make a sell. Meaning that when you have too many open trades and all your margin are used up, then you can't open any trade. So that's why you need to have an enough sum of money so that your margin is enough for you to open trades. So there are many different types of margins if you look at your trading platform. The first one is the free margin, meaning that these are the amount of funds in your current account that are currently not used as a collateral. So let's say you have an open trade right now. You have a part of money that is used as a collateral and you have another part that's not used. So the part that's unused is called the free margin. The part that's currently being used is called the used margin, which is the amount of funds currently set aside to be used as a collateral. Basically, there are two types of margins when you have an open trade. So used margin, some people also call it the required margin or the maintenance margin. So a lot of brokers offer margin trading. So what does margin trading mean? Margin trading is basically you can trade into positions that is larger than your current balance. So your margin would depend on a lot of things, would depend on your leverage, and also depend on your lot size. So I'm going to get into that later on. So another very common term in trading is called the margin call. It's basically a signal from your broker that your account equity has fallen below a certain percentage requirement. So when your broker gives you a margin call, what they are telling you is that you need to add more funds to your trading account. There's no free margin anymore, then this is where you'll get a margin call to top up your account so that you can provide more margin to be used in your account as collateral. So realize this term called account equity. Now what's the difference between equity and your initial capital? Initial capital is the amount of money that you put in, they'll deposit. Your equity is the current balance that you have plus the floating losses or profits, meaning the unrealized profits or losses. Okay, let me repeat that again. Your current balance plus your unrealized or floating profits or losses. That's what I mean by equity. So the margin requirements would depend on many different things. But the margin requirement would increase with your trade size. So if you use a leverage of 1:10, then your margin required is 10%. So leverage is essentially a reciprocal of margin. What do I mean by that? Let's say you are using a leverage of 1:20. Okay, so I put in 20 over here. That's what I mean by reciprocal. Then you get 0.05, which is 5%. Okay, if you have to calculate all of these, you get this number also. Alright, so meaning that 5% margin is the same as 1:20 leverage. Your margin requirement is 1%. You can deposit $1,000 to trade $100,000 of value. So here's the thing, a lot of people ask me, Karen, is it okay if I start with an account of $50? $50 is okay, but the problem with that is that you're going to have very little margin to be used. And when you over leverage even a little bit on the $100 account, $50 account, it's going to get wiped out really fast and you get margin call really fast. You can start off with $500, which is pretty decent as a beginner. Only when you become more confident, then you add to $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. So again, when it comes to margin, make sure that you also determine which leverage margin requirement is your comfort zone.